Zoin! That blue bird, where the hell did it go? Close to the village. Okay, I promise. If anything knocks me down, I'll get back up right away so I can keep going. I won't betray the trust you have in me. I have no idea what fate has in store, but I'll keep on fighting. Okay, we do have some leeway right now. I'm going to help out as much as I can. Instructor Rin, thank you so much. So where are Louise and Tatiana headed? Well, hello everybody and welcome back to Trails of Cold Steel 4. So, I had just finished with Yakuza 4's ultimate map stuff and I deleted that, and now we're going to continue on with some bonding events. That should do just about it for now. What are you up to, Laura? Oh, Rin. I was just restocking the ointments, among a few of our other supplies. That said, there are actually a few things I'd like to take care of before we head to the sanctuary, if possible. More specifically, I'd like to head down to Byronia Island to finish up my training. On my own, of course. I see. You're preparing for a possible showdown with the Viscount, then. That's right. Father is sure to be waiting for us. As such, it's my duty as a successor to the Arce name to improve myself as much as I humanly can. And now may be the only opportunity I have to do so. Laura. You needn't worry so much over me, Rin. All that matters is that my father made it through alive, no matter what state he may find himself in. When the time comes to face him, I will prove I can rise to the challenge. I swear it on the blade he himself bequeathed upon me? Is that right? So that's why she's finishing up her training. That's probably something I should be thinking about myself. Would it be okay if I accompanied you, Laura? We'll need all the training we can muster if we hope to get through this coming rivalry after all. Be my guest, Rin. Having you there should make things no trouble at all. Let's be off then. Rin and Laura took Valimar to Byronia Island. They decided to finish their training with a no-holds-barred sparring match. They set off to find an appropriate spot. Rin, what's the matter? This presence... It isn't possible. It's the same as what happened with Rosalia. That's a whole low right there. Look! That's the thing we fought in the old schoolhouse. Lo Erebonius. I was told a number of them appeared in Heimdall alongside the Grawl. But it's huge! How could something like that have been there without us? No, it can't be. Could it be due to the Septarian shell buried here? I think so. I mean, it's a fragment of something from before the Great War was formed. I mean, Great One, damn it. Everything that's going on with the Operation Jormungand could have set it off. A reaction between the shell and the spirit veins. What the? Where's it going? It looks like it's heading for Ordis. What insane destructive power. We can't let something like that reach Ordis. Maybe it's because we're in the subspace, but I can't sense Valimar. The Urkus 2 isn't connecting either. We won't be able to get in touch with the others for a while. We'll just have to stop it ourselves then. It won't be easy, but as long as I'm with you, I know we can stand a chance. Together, we'll find a way. You're right. Let's go, Laura. The battle against the giant Woe Erebonius raged long and hard. Rean and Laura made strategic use of the terrain and gradually pushed the Goliaths back. Working closely in sync, they continued their onslaught until finally...
Termination slash Dusk!
Now taste the wrath of the Arsades!
Radiant Phoenix Blade!
That's the first time Rean has ever just had a new attack line for just one of these. And they took it, just them took out Woe Erebonius. You know how difficult that is? Looks like that did the trick. Nice job, Laura. I knew you had it in you. Your technique just now was every bit as good as the Viscount's. Better even. You think so? It didn't feel quite right to me. Maybe I really have taken a step closer to my father. Laura? That was even stronger than the one we faced before. It's hard to believe the two of us could beat it on our own. Yeah, I guess we've come a long way since we were students. Everyone's been improving little by little over the years we've spent together. Things that seemed impossible for us before are finally within our reach now. You're right about that. Even I am beginning to feel that I am being worthy of the Arsade name after all. All that's left for me to do is confront my father and prove myself. I know we can make it through this, Rean. Together. Right. Rean and Laura retreated to the lodge to patch up their wounds. After a short rest, they returned to the ship together. Man, I cannot believe they took out Woe Erebonius with just the two of them. And I had to struggle doing all that myself. That's some bullshit. And the pictures I tried to take there didn't work out. We need to go to Leaves. Right. We need to finish up here in Leaves. I'm sure they would have had some kind of loving moment had you done her bonding event beforehand. The only things running on the rails nowadays are those imposing military trains. Work has been stressful. I am more than ready to take a break. Don't you think Tom is acting like a real big brother now? Maybe he's been reassessing how he thinks of Teddy and how to treat her. We haven't really been able to play since Imperial Defense Force came here. Today's gonna be fun. What do you want to play, Teddy? I want to play make-believe. I'm a blue uniform, you're a red uniform, and we both take classes in school. You mean we're pretending to be branch campus and main campus students? Okay, sure, I'll play make-believe with you. Yay! Wow, I didn't even have to get Mom to tell you to do it. I just kinda thought you might want to let loose and do whatever you want for a bit. You're probably going crazy for being stuck inside all day. Aw, okay, thank you so much, Tom. Kids these days. How are you two doing? Hi, Rachel. Cheryl told me you'd be stopping by today. Is there a plushie you wanted me to make for you? Huh? No, Zach told me you wanted to challenge me to Vander's Masters. Oh, looks like we got set up. But this is perfect for me. Oh. Hey, you've been protecting my precious games from the Imperial Defense Force, right? Take these. Make sure you savor them. It's not like I make these every day, so be grateful. Wow, you know my tastes. Well, this looks really cute. Thank you, Rachel. I'll share them with my sister. I'm sure she'll love them too. That's good to hear, but I made them for you. Part of me kinda wants you to eat them all yourself. Rachel? Okay, I get it. I'll happily dig in. Nice. Interesting. Very interesting. That's an awful lot of Guardian sightings in such a short time. That's not all. Even the smaller fish are affected. The ecosystem is changing on more than on more or less every level. What's going on in Erebonia and Crosspaw that's affecting the fish? Any idea, Rod? They say you're on par with the Fishing Baron, so if anyone might know, it's you. This does remind me of something. It was back when the Fishing Baron and I were just starting out. Just like all of you, we started seeing changes in the wildlife we didn't understand. In our investigations, we encountered the legendary fish said to appear at significant turning points in world history. I think I see where you're going with this. Yes, here on the brink of full-scale war with Calvard, the legendary fish must have appeared once more. It was likely called back into action by the fear and turmoil spread across Zemuria. We're in a lot deeper than I expected. I don't have anything to buy. I'm just happy to be around Weaves again. These kids ain't taking it well. I heard there were a lot of soldiers drafted from around Greenville, so I thought maybe... Why did you have to get a draft card, Dad? I'm sorry, but there's nothing we can do about it now. I have to. I don't want to leave my girls. No, don't cry, Dad. You're going to make me cry, too. Please don't die, Dad. If you come home with even just a scrape, I'll be so mad. Barney was drafted, too. Even if it's how things are, it's still very difficult. This is some bullshit. How am I supposed to get my recipes now? Ugh, impossible. I can't believe it. I'll kill them all. It's only been a short while since the main campus students have left. The town feels lonely with all of the students and their noise. Now that we know we're going to war, that's all people talk about. Every day is making me so anxious. But if this was all it took to break my spirit, I wouldn't have been able to live for over 50 years. Guess I can't go to school, can I? Yep, I can't go to the branch campus. Do you remember my son Frankie? When the main campus students left, he began re-waxing the entirety of the school building. His lower back really hurts him bending down for so long. I've given him one of my compresses to ease the pain. It may be because he's never really had a goal until recently, but he's putting everything he's got into making his dream a reality. I know he could be conscripted at any moment, but as his father I want to support him as much as I can. Bracers, Agate, and Sherazard were just here. According to them, Lady Josette is working hard to help you. Why couldn't you have told me that the last time you visited? I'm really sorry about that. Don't worry, I know you were busy with the main campus students. We're really proud of all of you, and Lady Josette too. None of you are giving up, even if it means going against the Empire. Stay strong. I'll be praying for your safe return. So, Monk's obviously in there. He wants us to do a side quest that I don't want to do yet. How are things going in the capital? Everyone's excited about the war. They're all shouting stuff like, woohoo, or finally put Calvard in its place. A lot of people showed up to support the troops when they moved out. It was like a parade. The entire city's caught up in this frenzy. I don't think the residents of Heimdall realize the gravity of the situation. The value of an Erebonian life and a Calvardarian life is the same. Everyone is important to someone. Why can't they see how awful it is to take away someone's loved ones? Lisa, I've been thinking the same thing. Something's gotta be wrong in the capital right now. I'll take that yummy Caesar salad. Hold on a second. Wait a damn minute. Huh. You guys here too, huh? Oh, hey. If the two of you are here, does that mean what I think it does? Probably. We were on our way to Heimdall to check up on things there. On our way, we decided to take on a request to pick up some medicinal herbs for the church in Weaves. And we just happened to run into him. You guys know Sherazard and Agate? Why didn't you tell me sooner? I wanted to thank you. Ever since the day you found my wallet for me, I've been a changed man. That was the day I knew for sure I'm going to be a receptionist for the Bracer Guild someday. Oh, I'm glad to hear it. It's difficult for the guild to do anything in Erebonia, but if people like you aim to join, I'm sure it won't be that way for long. Give it your all, okay? I will. Thank you again. Seriously though, if you want to be a receptionist, you better learn how to take care of yourself first. If you keep pushing yourself until your back gives out, you're not gonna last long in the guild. Wow, you can tell I've been suffering from back pain? Amazing! Thank you so much for the advice, Agate. I promise I won't push myself too hard. So Sherazard was the bracer who inspired Frankie back then. Getting some words of encouragement straight from his idols must be a real thrill. Oh right, I heard you play Vantage Masters. I'm actually a pretty big fan myself. I've been putting together different decks and everything. We all gotta take a break every now and then, right? How about we face off sometime? It'd be my pleasure. Good answer. Don't you go losing too easily now, got it? Alright, so that wraps up Weaves. We're gonna go around here first. I should have had this stuff done a while ago, but I accidentally ran into a quest that forced me to do it. Because I couldn't just be like, oh yeah, I'll do it later. It was like, no, you do it now. Hey, where's your donut cushion? I'm exhausted. Won't someone bring me something meaty and some juice and sweets while they're at it? She's really taking it easy, huh? Well, a short rest can't hurt. I do have some jobs to take care of. I was going to pop out in a bit. Besides, some carefully focused solveness over a short period of time will help me restore my mana. That's certainly rather skilled of you to manage in a way. I give you gifts and I don't even see it inside? Pfft, maybe I'll never buy you anything again. Hup. I feel like we'll have to you know what? In a place like this, it's not really that surprising. But I feel like I'll have to use some default thumbnails for some later videos because of the rounds. We got a pretty unusual customer in here the other day. I mean, it's not often that people just wander into the village, but I guessed a guest. She said she's an old friend of yours from Thor's. Well, be sure to show her our best hospitality. Burial? What are you doing here? She claims that she got lost in the woods and simply ended up here. Walked right through the barrier into the village like it was nothing. Sorry to surprise you all like this. Ever since I first heard legends of a hidden land somewhere in Isuma, I've been dying to see this village for myself. It's been a tough journey, but now here I am. With Burial, I feel like trying to make sense of things only makes things more confusing. Is it even worth trying to ask you for more details at this point? I simply follow where my destiny guides me. I don't understand. There should be no way for a normal person to get through the barrier on their own. The teleportation stones may still be a little off kilter. We should probably look them over one more time. A wise decision. I sense an ill wind blowing in this village's direction. I fear what the future may hold. Is that so? She is a strange one. So long as you're here, Burial, try not to cause any trouble. I wouldn't dream of it. The Hexen clan and I are just fellow seekers of the truth in a universe of mysteries. How is she the weirdest thing in this village? Master, are you sure you're okay? You scared me half to death when you collapsed like that. You always like to overreact, so I was avoiding telling you this. But I have a condition where I feel unwell if I overexert myself when using my power of divination. You're a good student, Sigyn. Learn to properly harness the power within you and keep growing. When I was young, I dabbled in some spells I shouldn't have, and brought this affliction upon myself. I see. So that's why you're having me focus so much on the basics. Well, don't just stand there. You have training to do. I'll be alright after I rest a while. It's been a while since we were able to kick back and relax together. How has Noah been doing these days? She's starting to act a little more mature. She and that familiar of hers really seem to understand one another, so maybe that's part of it. Hey, that's great. I knew the kid had it in her. It's up to us to stop this great twilight, you know, to give her a brighter future. You're right. We'll keep doing whatever we can, you and me together. Get a room. Ah, you already have one. Albrio's finally old enough to offer up some proper assistance now. It's been an absolute lifesaver, especially when all the adults are getting busier and busier. Even we're feeling a little anxious too. I guess that means we only have a little time left before we hit the apex of the Great Twilight. You know what? Everything's gonna be fine. Yeah, I know you can do it. And, you'll have me cheering you on too. So go out there and beat this thing.
There's a school of fish.
Let's find out if there's a Whomper in here. There.
Got a bite. Nice.
Are you kidding me?
It's a Whopper.
No, it's not, Reen. For the first time in a while that you've said it's a Whopper, you call that a Whopper? That's a whopping bullshit if I ever seen. It's not your fault that the hot spring has gotten all messed up, but I said something really mean to you. Loki, I'm sorry, can you forgive me? Where is Loki? Oh, over there. She was like, you stupid dumb animal. And he was like, oh, bitch. I know those gnomes were good for nothings the moment they betrayed our clan and tried to lay their hands on the Great One. But now it seems that the Dark Dragon's creation was just as much a disaster for them as it was for the rest of the world. Right. If what the Spectral Moon Mirror showed us about the real mastermind is true, the gnomes have been through a lot. We may have lost our elder, but they lost the Holy Beast and of course their pride. The curse shackling them ensured that loss. Well, there's no reconciling with them now. All that we can do for them is to oppose their plans to the very end. Yeah, not only to pay tribute to them, but also to prevent this world of ours from being destroyed. The confidence of youth. You're welcome here anytime. I'll tell you all I know about the other rivalry participants. Boo-boo. See what that damn child down there did to me, sir? She said I was nothing but a worthless animal. Huh, what's this? Oh, I bet you're worried about your owner, aren't you? Whoa, wait, people from the outside here? Just when I decide to help, suddenly this happens? What's that about, huh, Idios? Oh, what's with them? I asked everything I could out of, but I didn't get any real answers. I guess not everyone from the outside world is the same, and they're all so helpful and nice. I don't get it. Hello, and welcome to Lermuk. Is there a reason you're buried in books? Well, don't mind me. Ever since the mastermind behind all this was revealed, I've been going over the history books. I never thought that FBI was punching behind all those incidents. However, if we reapproach these documents with a fact in mind, I can easily understand what the gnomes are thinking. I can feel all my doubts and questions melting away. Wow, that's, great. Would you happen to know if any new information has turned up yet?
As a matter of fact, yes. It regards the completion of the Great Twilight. The Black Workshop is entirely unfit for this purpose, since it is cut off from the spirit veins, so they must have taken some special measures to fix that. And in contrast, we're trying to come up with a plan to strike that point.
I see.
Indeed. This is thanks to all you activating the special moon mirror. I'm truly thankful. Ashen Awakener, Children of Thors, take care of yourselves on the rest of your journey.
We will, thank you. Alright, nothing to buy. Okay, we're not done there, because there's still more to do in that area. Talk. Listening to the troops, it sounds like they'll pass through the territory of the Burl so they can attack Calvard. It's unbelievable. Other countries are going to be dragged into this conflict too. This could be far worse than the 100 Days War. This conflict is on a massive scale. I have a lot of thoughts on it, but the armored divisions will set out anything. I pray that we'll have success. It seems like they're preparing to march, but now that the day's here, they're having a bit of trouble. The armored divisions and new recruits together total about 100,000 men. They barely had a full month to prepare. I doubt everything is going to be perfect before they head out.
I heard the patrolmen have been working hard to support the armored divisions. I am grateful for your cooperation, Sergeant Major Belter. On a day's work, sir. It was a great surprise that the long-term stationing of the divisions was actually part of Operation Normanguard. Stationing them at Hagen Gate to move them through a burrow to launch an attack on Calvary when the war begins was a hell of a thing. Whew. It was only made possible due to the mobility of the armored divisions, too. The crossbow front lines will be from where the main fighting is, but we'll invade from 6 directions with similarly sized units. It'll only be a matter of time before one of them breaks through the Republic's capital. Lieutenant Colonel, the commander of the 16th Armored Division is waiting. I'm afraid I must go. My apologies. Sergeant Major, please maintain the tight patrols on the liberal border just in case. Yes, sir. I'll be praying for the success of the 1st and 16th Armored Divisions.
So the troops that will be pressing through a burrow are already moving. Now that Operation Mule Mirage has been put into motion, it's likely the Royal Army's on the move too. It's up to us Radiant Wings now. Yeah, there's the rivalry at the Draco Shrine first. I'll get it done.
The noble factions have formed a party, and these are the rumors of a third party. This is no time to be letting our guard down. However, all of that is insignificant against our master plan. I'll get revenge for the Emperor and the Prince, even if it costs my life. Next time we step on Erebonian soil, we'll be welcomed as heroes.
Like hell you will. The Armored Division uniform makes me feel like a new man. The Chief and all the residents of Alistair are counting on us. We're going to defeat Calvary and take revenge for His Majesty. There are about 100,000 troops between the 1st Armored Division and the 16th Armored Division. Each division is equipped with a railway cannon and airship. They got Panther soldats and an abundance of supplies too. They're being sent to the main front, but there are 6 more divisions awaiting orders. Whether or not Calvert surrenders, it'll all be over in a month. They should just surrender before they suffer any unnecessary casualties. Preparations for the advancement of the armored divisions have been progressing well, but we discovered today that some aspects have been far from sufficient. We're currently hurrying to amend the situation. Even though it's just a march to Liberal's side of the neutral zone, will set off once the war sets. Any oversight on preparations is unforgivable. We have to be prepared so vengeance can be executed in Viscount Arzade's name. Exacted, not executed. The Viscount. I'm glad he's still alive, but... Yes, I must show my father the light the next time we meet. Supreme Commander Van Dyke says the war will be over in a month. According to the Sergeant Major, we'll be using all available supplies in preparation for a quick fight. We have to do everything we can.